Happy hump day. We are back with some more NBA playoff action. Let's talk some basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we are back to talk two more NBA playoff games. But my NBA streakiness continues. That's right. As you guys know, a 5-1 run the last 2 days. And today is what's happened so far is we're 0-2 with the Clippers. They're down 10 as we're recording right now. I mean, possibly an 0-3 day. Just the highs and lows of the playoffs for me have just been brutal. But either way, we'll go over the recap in just a little bit. Quick reminder, MLB Best Bets video is out after this one. Been on a nice little run there, so go check that out. But any graphics you see in this video, you know, are from an awesome app called OUTLIER, the best betting research tool on the market today. I use this every single day. All you got to do is click that link below in the description to sign up, and you get a 7-day free trial. So let's get into it, and I got a dad joke, so here we go. Which celebrity is the most ready to eat? Really important question. Reese Witherspoon. Alrighty. In this video, we are going to recap yesterday, give our two best bets, and then finish it with the recap. Going to be short and simple. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below to help this channel continue to grow. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Come join us as we are on our way to 40,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for the support every single day. But let's get it rolling. And that means it's recap time. All right, there it is. An ugly 0-2 day so far. Pacers minus 2.5 and Portis 10+. Portis got the job done pretty easily. Pacers, what an ending. They shouldn't have even won that game. That was insane. Gary Trent Jr. was the reason we didn't cover, but he's also the reason at the end why the Pacers won. But Gary Trent went for almost 40, hitting every three ball. You just got to tip your cap. Pacers won by 1 point, and we didn't cover. That was brutal. But Derek White over 24.5 PRAs. I don't have any clue what to say about this one, guys. He wasn't interested in really doing anything offensively. It was just bizarre. He only took 6 shots, and then it became a blowout. Just ugly all around. Bad read. Clippers money line. Like I said, they were down 10 last I checked in the third quarter. Hopefully they make a comeback here, so we can at least salvage the night going 1-2. But again, we've had a lot of these 3-0 days. Then we follow it with 0-3 or 1-5 runs. As you know, the regular season was great, up 29 units. Especially with a lot of half-unit plays in there. But playoff record right now, 18-22, down 3.27 units. We got a long ways to go because the playoffs are long, but let's go on a hot streak, that's for sure. So that's what we got for the recap on Tuesday. Now it's time for the best bets. All right, this first one takes us out to Houston, Texas, where the Rockets host the Golden State Warriors in Game 5. Rockets -4, total 203.5. We know Rockets' season is on the line, down 3-1. These guys have been playing some really competitive, close games lately. Butler is likely to play in this game. At least that's what I think. But let's get right into my best bet. It's Alperen Sengun, over 30.5 points plus rebounds, -120 on FanDuel, 4.5 unit. We saw it last game. When he is aggressive, the Warriors cannot stop him much. I mean, he missed some shots, but let's talk his rebounding first and why I have it as a part of it. He has 18, 18, 14, and 19 rebound chances in these 4 games in this series. The 14, that game was a blowout. Played a little bit less minutes. He turned that into 9, 16, 11, and 10. So why I like this, he's got the potential for a huge rebounding game with the minutes he's playing. He could be getting, 12, 13, 14, which would make the points a lot easier. But if you can only do points, I also don't mind that as well. But let's talk the points real quick. If you watch this series, Warriors struggle, obviously, defending the paint and defending the big man. Draymond is someone who can help stop him, but other than that, the Warriors have struggled. Draymond's not always on him. And they've struggled versus centers, points, and rebounds for most of the year. So this isn't anything new. Sengun was finally made a focal point of this offense. Hopefully we see more of that. He took 28 shots last game after taking 18, 15, and 18 in the 3 games prior to that. On that 28 shots, he scored 31 points, but it was ugly. It was 12 for 28 shooting, and he still scored 31 points. So we could get there in volume alone as well. I think on a decent night, he scores 40 in that one. But matchup-wise here, Sengun has now gone over this line in 4 of the last 5 games versus the Warriors, 33-plus PRs in those 4 overs. Warriors, like I mentioned, have bled points and rebounds to centers most of the year, especially rebounds. Now we have a win-or-go-home game, which means Sengun's going to get huge minutes. It just is what it is. He played 42 minutes last game. I'm expecting at least 38 out of this one, especially if it's competitive. In games with 38-plus minutes, as you can see by this outlier screenshot, over in 5 of 7 games, averaging 34.71 PRs per game. That includes last game. And by the way, some of those overs against the T-Wolves twice, the Thunder, I mean, not always easy matchups either. He's getting the job done. So with huge minutes, and this matchup, and I think he's going to be aggressive. I like this play. Give me Şengün over 30.5 PRs as my first best bet. All right, this next one takes us out to LA where the Lakers host the Minnesota Timberwolves. Lakers minus 5.5. Total in this one is 209. People thought I was crazy for taking the T-Wolves as my call sheet trade of the day one time to win this series. They are now one win away from knocking them out. It's not over yet. Obviously, you got to finish it off, and that's the hardest win to get. But my best bet in this game is the over 209, minus 110 on DraftKings for a half unit. If I had to pick a side, it's tough. 5.5 is a lot of points, but I also just kind of think this is a game where the Lakers come out. They don't get beat on their home court and they make a game 6 out of it, but we'll see. Instead, I'd rather go with the total. So over 209 is my best bet. We've started to see more overs in these playoffs lately. Unders 19-7 to start the playoffs. They are now 1-5 in the last couple of days. So that means 5 of the last 6 have been overs heading into Tuesday. So I don't know exactly what happened yet, but books are adjusting a little bit too much in my opinion. And this is one of those games. So this series, we've had 2 easy overs in game 3 and 4. So game 3 line was 208, ended with 220. So what did game 4 do? Went up a half a point to 208.5. What did the game do? Go to 229 points. They've been blowing this out of the water the last couple of games. Now, what do they do after that? Move it up only a half a point. Yes, it seems a little fishy, but you know what? We've cashed before with this, with the books slow to move a line, and we took an over in cash. But Lakers also just on the court, they don't have a lot of answers for this T-Wolves offense sometimes. With McDaniels playing the way he is, it's a really big added piece. Randall came out aggressive last game, and then obviously you got Ant. It's a deep offense that can score at multiple positions. I expect also the Lakers offense to come out stronger here at home. They're playing for their season. It's Luka and LeBron playing for their season. We know we're going to get their best. Game 1's line, by the way, to start this series was 215.5, and now we're all the way down at 209 when 3 of the last 4 have gone over this 209 line. Some people say it's fishy. I'm just going to trust the offenses and trust what I've been seeing with my eyes. Give me the over 209 as my second and final best bet on the video. Any added plays in these 2 games will be in the pinned comments below on X and on Discord. So before we get out of here, let's check out the recap. All right, there it is. The 2 best bets so far. Let's have a bounce back day. Şengün over 30.5 points plus rebounds at minus 120, and the over 209 in the Minnesota Laker game at minus 110. Again, any added plays, you know where to find them. But thank you guys for the support. I appreciate it. Hopefully we can get a hot streak rolling in these playoffs. They are tough, that's for sure. These lines are sharp at this time of the year, and these teams are having different strategies, different things happening every day. It's a lot of fun to watch, but it can be tough to bet sometimes. So hopefully we get some winners. But thanks again. Hope you guys have a great Wednesday, and we'll talk to you soon.